what's going on, and welcome to another collection video. Today I'm going to be doing additions to my physical media collection video, so it's all the pickups for the majority of June. I've still got some stuff coming in the post, so everything hasn't exactly arrived. However, I have got quite a lot, so I've gone a bit mad this month, but I did manage to source some things at a good price, so not everything's been too expensive. I have bought some new releases, which I'd say were well worth it. Especially that fantastic Arrow video, Enter the Video Store Empire of Suns box set, the Charles Band produced one. That's absolutely brilliant. Although I've only got through one of the films, I've seen two before, Cellar Dweller and Dolls, but I'm watching the whole set in consecutive order, and I've just got Dungeon Master done the other day, which was a fairly good film. I mean, it had some good special effects and stuff. You could tell it was low budget. It's a bit all over the place, a bit sporadic, as it's sort of like cut into different scenes, different segments. Although it's not an anthology, it's kind of similar to one. It's got like a different feel for each segment. It was okay, the Dungeon Master. I'll talk a little bit more about that when I get onto the Arrow video section of the collection video. But this is an update, so these are pickups for June. One I picked up at the beginning of the month is a Vinegar Syndrome partner label from Dark Star. Is that right? Yeah, Dark Star. Comes with the slip and everything. Called Crate or Krat, not too sure how you pronounce it. It's a German film. I don't know why, but in my video when I actually unboxed this, I was like, oh, it might be a Spanish movie, but it's German, with mostly German dialogue. It's got some English in there. You can watch it with English subs. It was an okay movie. It was kind of fun. It's about this this ritual that gets performed, and they're just adjusting the camera so we can actually see the stuff. About this ritual that gets performed, and the grandma becomes possessed, and she's possessed by a demon that's obsessed with performing tasks for people. So whatever you tell the demonic entity to do, that's possessed the human, they'll go out and do it. If you tell them to kill somebody, they'll go out and kill. If you say clean the chickens out, which happens, you know, clean all the chicken crap out, they'll go clean the chicken crap. If you say make her some breakfast, the demon will go make you some breakfast. So whatever you ask the demon to do, it will do it. It goes, give me work. It says it on the cover there, as you can see, give me work. I didn't think much to it. I thought it was okay. Thought it had some good aesthetical value to it, but yeah, not the biggest fan of Krat or Crate, however you pronounce it. Good idea though. I did like the idea. I just thought the execution was a bit poor, and one thing that did drag this film down for me is that it's too long. It was about an hour and 50 minutes, or maybe 55, so nearly 2 hours, but it had some good scenes. It was a good idea. Yeah, not too bad. Not sure whether I'm keeping it though. Crap, not too sure about that one. Picked up some cheaper stuff that I got off like Music Magpie and World of Books. Can't remember which ones, but picked up a Blu-ray copy of the Chernobyl Diaries, or Chernobyl Diaries, however you want to pronounce that. It's a pretty good movie. Seen it many years ago. I have got the DVD. I just saw the Blu-ray going for about $2.30, and I thought, you know, if it's in good condition pre-owned, I'll snap it up, because I do like a good found footage film. You know, stuff like Grave Encounters 1 and 2. The Monster Project's fairly good. This one's good. Blair Witch Project's a classic. The Paranormal Activity series are really gripping in my opinion, as they have a good story that flows through them. But yeah, it's this Chernobyl Diaries, and so pick that one up on Blu-ray at a very good price. Can't complain there. Like I said, I've got some stuff on the way, but I thought I'd show off what I have actually managed to pick up. Got the 2001 remake of Planet of the Apes on Blu-ray. I do have Disney Plus, and I know this is streaming on there because I watched the original classic, like 1969 Planet of the Apes film the other day. It might be 67 or 68, but we'll just say late 60s Planet of the Apes. And I watched that the other night with my mate, my friend who came round, and it was pretty good. But I thought I'd pick this one up as it was such a good price. Managed to get it for about £3 or something. I do like this one. Got Mark Wahlberg in there. Some other actors and things. Not seen it for years. Don't think I've seen this since I was a kid, but thought I'd grab it anyway at a good price. There's Planet of the Apes. I have the prequels as well. You know, they did the prequels a few years back, like Rise of the Planet of the Apes and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and War of the Planet of the Apes. That's the one I don't have, War, actually, but I do have Rise and Dawn. Picked up this old movie as well as a good price. Got a DVD because the Blu-ray was about £8 and I only wanted to pay a couple of pounds for it, and I managed to get this for just under £2, about £1.97 or something. It stars Kirk Douglas. I think that's Michael Douglas's dad, and a bunch of other people who I don't really know them as such, but it's called Vikings and it's a really old one. I believe it's like a 60s movie or something. I'm just looking at the case now to see if I can find out. Oh, 1958, this one. So very old. It's in good condition though. Looks like an old DVD as well. I think it's like from the early 2000s. Yeah, this DVD's actually was pressed in 2004. So there's Vikings with Kirk Douglas. I think I seen it when I was a kid around my grandparents or something. Something came up and I was sort of like, felt like picking that one up. So I did search for it and picked it up. Okay, so going to do some 88 films now. As you know, picked up the Burial Ground 4K, which I did an unboxing on the other day. We've got a bit of a glare there. I don't know why. It's a bit of a pain. See if we can get rid of that. No. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get rid of the glare. I'm in no rush to get this video complete anyway. It can be a nice slow video. So got the Burial Ground 4K. I actually watched this film when I had the Blu-ray earlier this year, and I can say the 4K is a lot better. There's a lot of scenes in here, especially dark scenes that feature the horrific zombies that have heavy grain. So as you know, with a lot of older 4Ks, they make the transfer look the best it can, and they touch it up to to a good extent, but there still is a lot of grain here. Some of the darker scenes, especially featuring the zombie guys, there's a lot of heavy grain. When the scenes look good, damn do they look good. So some of the scenes look spectacular. That's the case with a lot of older films on 4K. You get certain scenes look spectacular, with the colours that pop and in bright lights and things. Some of the dark scenes also look spectacular, but in this one the dark scene's a little bit grainy, but overall it's a good upgrade, and I really wanted this on 4K. I really wanted this edition because I love the artwork. You can actually buy this new scan on Blu-ray. They have done a new Blu-ray for about £16 where you get this artwork, but it's on Blu-ray, and you get the new 4K scan on an Blu-ray disc. But I picked up the 4K. Yeah, I can vouch for it. It's a good 4K. It's worth picking up. Perhaps if you don't want to pay £25, wait till it goes down to about 20. Picked up The Bloody Judge from 88 Films, directed by Jess Franco. He's done another Christopher Lee film that I've had before. I had his the version of Dracula. They did like a sort of Italian, I think it's Italian version of Dracula, directed by Jess Franco, and it's got Christopher Lee in it. It's nothing to do with the original Christopher Lee Dracula series. It's called Count Dracula, actually. Christopher Lee, directed by Jess Franco, called Count Dracula, and I had the Severin release of that a while back, and I sold it. I don't know why, because it was quite a good film. It wasn't the best. It also had Klaus Kinski, I think, as Van Helsing, maybe, in that. But anyway, another Jess Franco, Christopher Lee collab, The Bloody Judge. Not watched it yet. Looks pretty cool. Shades of Witchfinder General in there, so I am looking forward to this one. Another one that's in partnership with Severin. They must be releasing this, because I did check if it's on any of the Eurocrypt box sets from Severin, and it's not. So yeah, believe this is the first time on Blu-ray for this film, The Bloody Judge. So gonna watch that soon. Another 88 films I picked up pre-owned, in really good condition, is Truck Stop Women. Bit of female like exploitation about these women that work for this. That one of the women works for her mother, and they own like a truck stop, and they're sort of involved in some gang affiliated antics, and they steal trucks. Basically, they wave down men, trying to seduce them somewhat, in revealing outfits and things, and then they basically steal their trucks. So this is Truck Stop Women. It was okay. Not as good as something like Switchblade Sisters. That's a better female exploitation film, but I thought this was all right. Picked up the 88 Films release. There's a look at the inner sleeve, as you can see. Yeah, it was all right. Worth a pick-up. Not the best film I've seen. Not the best exploitation film I've seen. Now I'm having trouble getting the slip back on. Don't know why. Go in. Okay, we'll try this from the top. Yeah, Truck Stop Women. Not too bad. Don't think I'll be going out of my way to watch it again, though. Okay, let me some other random bits here. So I picked up a movie that's directed by Toby Hooper called Djinn, which is obviously about a djinn, which is kind of like a genie, demonic genie guy creature thing. Anyway, this is the German edition, English audio. Not watched it yet. It was brand new. I did have to take it out of the seal because the disc was loose. You know, when you get things posted and the disc's loose and you're like, oh no. But as always with these German releases, it has the same artwork on the reversible side, but without the certification. So I shall flip that. But yeah, directed by Toby Hooper, the mastermind behind the Texas Chainsaw Massacre and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, The Funhouse, Life Force, Eaten Alive, and more horror movies. But yeah, I'm quite looking forward to that. A later one from Toby Hooper, I forget what year it's from now. Let's have a little look, see if it says 2015, so a really later one. Just before he died, maybe. I forget what year Toby Hooper died, but there's that one. And another one involving a djinn, but not linked to that film I just shown. This is The Djinn. Another German release of a movie. Plays in English as it's an American film, but it's a very short one. And I have watched this. I watched it on a streaming site last year. No, the year before, so 2 years ago. And it's about this boy who's a mute. He can't speak, and this djinn basically gets unleashed in his home. He unleashes it. You know, and scary things start to occur. And it's a really good one, actually, for a short film. I think it's only just over an hour. I mean, I'll have a quick look. Yeah, 81 minutes, so a really short one. That's The Djinn. Still sealed. I picked that one up. Another German release. I picked up a few German releases. Picked up based on a Clive Barker story, and that Clive Barker adaptation. It's Dread. And it's the same director who did Last Shift and Casadega, which I picked up last month. And the director is, I will have to look for his name, so that's why I've just moved the... damn, what's his name? I know it's... I can't find his name, sorry. The font's really small. What's your name? Anthony Dubassi. He did the new film Malum as well, which is a remake of his own film Last Shift. He's just remade that with Malum, or Malin, I think. It's a really good movie though, but this is Dread. And because I enjoyed watching Casadega so much about the Geppetto killer making a human puppet from women he's kidnapped, I thought I'd get Dread. And yeah, it looks like a nice addition. Comes with a little slip box, as you can see. Not opened it yet though, I watched it. Looks pretty cool though. New release I picked up, got Pearl. Have watched this movie, watched it last September when it came out in America. We're a bit late to the party over here in the UK. It's only just been released on Blu-ray. Got released in America on Blu-ray like last winter, probably about November, December time. But I didn't want to pay out too much for it, so I picked up the UK release. Yeah, really good movie. I thought X was excellent. This I don't like as much as X, but I do really like it. I think it's a good character piece and it sets up X nicely. It's a prequel to X. It's about Pearl, who's the old lady in X, you know, part of the old killer couple. It's her backstory and it shows how she longs to be a star and wants to go to Hollywood and things, but she's stuck in her life with her mother and her sick father on the farm. Her husband's away at war. She's really fed up with life, and it's a good character piece. And she starts to go down a murderous road of carnage and starts, you know, basically, and she ends up killing people close to her. She's a bit of a maniac, Pearl is. Really good character piece. Do like this one. I think I rated it quite high as well, but there's a look at it. It's worth a pick-up, Pearl, especially if you can get it at a good price. It's definitely a good one. Another thing I've noticed with these new releases in the UK, especially studio releases, they've started using the 11mm spine Blu-ray cases. I don't know why. I like them because they fit on the shelf better and they're thinner. But I hope the boutique labels don't adopt this approach. I want the boutique labels to keep doing the 15mm ones because they're nice and thick. These are okay though. They're not too bendy. I know they do those in America, the 11mm. It looks like they're doing them for studio releases over here. Picked up Megan on Blu-ray, watched this at the beginning of the year on a streaming site online. Yeah, really good movie. Would have been better if it was an 18. It's a certificate 15. I think they could have added more gore and violence and it would have been you know, it would have been a little more nasty, and it could have been a little bit more provocative and horrific, but it's a very good film. Apparently this is the unseen edition though, which includes more blood, more violence and more Megan. I haven't watched this yet, as you can see it's still in the seal. I've watched the film but online, but I must have watched the cut version. I believe this is uncut. Yeah, pretty good killer doll movie about an AI doll. It's a little bit like the Child's Play remake from 2019, you know, that AI doll, you know, as they did Buddy, and they did him as like an AI doll in the Child's Play remake from 2019, which wasn't a bad film itself, but Megan, yeah, pretty good. I enjoyed it. Sort of run a middle of the road movie. On to some Arrow stuff now, and I picked up Dillinger, which is an old gangster movie. I know nothing about it, so haven't really got too much to say about that. Looks pretty cool though. There's a look at the back, still sealed. Got it at a really good price. I think I got it off like Rare Waves. Yeah, Rare Waves. Picked up Slugs, which I really like. Got it pre-owned, really cheap. Got it for about £6.50. Have seen the film before, about killer mutated slugs overrunning a small town. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. 80s movie. Some squelchy gore in there. Come with the booklet as well, which is nice. Got nice disc art. There's a look at the alternate. That's the newly commissioned art there, but someone had flipped it when I bought it off them, and I decided to stick with the original. I think it looks really nice. There's Slugs. I believe there's some more Arrow stuff. Yeah, another Arrow. Horrors of Malformed Men. I believe it's a Japanese one. I know nothing about it, but it's meant to be crazy, so I thought I'd pick it up. Found it at a good price. Literally know nothing about it. There's a look at the back. Horrors of Malformed Men. Yeah, I shall get down to that soon. And of course, as you know, which I did a video the other day, I picked up the Enter the Video Store Empire of Screams box set. You know, the one produced by Charles Band, who did Full Moon. Features later on. But yeah, so these basically Full Moon movies, if you will, in the earlier years. A really good set. Comes with those movies: the Dungeon Master Dolls, Cellar Dweller, Arena, Robot Jocks. I kept saying Robo Jocks the other day. It's Robot Jocks. Fantastic set. You can get it for about £55. I know everyone and their dog has been showing this on YouTube, so I won't bang on too much because it's been, you know, there's a lot of videos out there, but it's a lovely set, well worth a pick up. I do recommend that one. From what I've, you know, Cellar Dweller and Dolls are great films. I like Dungeon Master. I didn't think it was spectacular, but, you know, it's worth a look. Randomly picked up the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie, the 1990 film. Great stuff. Used to love this as a kid, and the sequels to it. I know there's 2 sequels as well, but I thought I'd get the Blu-ray. Have got the DVD set somewhere, but for like £7 brand new, I thought it was worth getting. Really fun movie. Some adventures with the Ninja Turtles, so thought I'd get that. It's a pretty cool one. Picked up Vinegar Syndrome partner label release, WNUF Halloween Special. I have seen this a couple of times. It's basically a retro piece made to look like an 80s news programme, with a documentary where these people are, what would you call it? These people are not streaming, but these people have gone live from a house where there's been murders and it's meant to be haunted. So it has a live feed. That was the word I was looking for, a feed in the news programme, which is made to look like an 80s news programme, the USA 80s news programme. There's a live feed from this house. The label is TerrorVision. So it's from a Vinegar Syndrome partner label called TerrorVision. Really authentic though, as you can see. It's made to look like an 80s movie. I believe it's from 2013. So 2013, that one. Really fun. Just over an hour. It's about 75-80 minutes. Really good one. It used to be on Shudder. That's where I watched it, but it's not anymore. So I thought I'd pick this up because I got it at a good price. It's still sealed though. That's WNUF Halloween Special. I'll show a bit of these Criterions. So I picked up a Criterion release of Repulsion, Roman Polanski's dark movie about the fear in the female psyche of men and things like that. I've never watched it before. I did have another copy which I'm going to sell because I really wanted this movie on Criterion. It's not a 4K Don't think there is a 4K of this yet. It's just a nice Blu-ray with a new scan. Comes with a booklet, as you can see there. Never watched it before. I'm looking forward to it. That's Roman Polanski's Repulsion. And also, don't know if this was really worth picking up, but I did anyway. I picked up the Criterion Collection Region A Bruce Lee Greatest Hits. It's a lovely box set. However, Arrow are bringing out their set in July, the Golden Harvest, with on 4K. They have a store exclusive which looks amazing, with amazing colours that pop on their artwork there. And then they have another edition of it in most shops. But I picked up this Criterion. As you can see, it's really nice. I don't think I'm going to get Golden Harvest straight away, the 4K set. I think I'm going to wait. So I picked up the Greatest Hits on Criterion, because I only had Enter the Dragon. That was the only Bruce Lee Blu-ray I had. But it's a lovely set. Box is a bit flimsy, but it's really nice. Lovely artwork. I got it at a killer price. Does go for about £70 normally, brand new. I got it pre-owned, like new, in mint condition at a really good price. So it was well worth picking up. Opens up like that. You have all your discs. Got your poster book thing, which looks really cool. It's like a, yeah, like a magazine. His Greatest Hits, as you can see. Really nice. You've got 7 discs housed like that in a digipack, sturdy digipack. I'll run through the movies in a sec when I'm sweating my absolute, you know, I'm sweating balls, to be honest with you. I'm absolutely drenched. It's that hot in the UK today. We're just not used to this weather. There's Bruce Lee Greatest Hits anyway, and it has, okay, so yeah, the Big Boss says at the top as well. I'll show you quickly there. The Big Boss, Fist of Fury, Way of the Dragon, Enter the Dragon, Game of Death, and a bunch of special features. And you've got 506 minutes worth of Bruce Lee, and the years are from 1971 to 78. So there's Bruce Lee, the Greatest Hits from Criterion that I picked up. Still going to get Golden Harvest on 4K, I think, but I might wait a couple of months to get that one. Hopefully it won't go out of print. I did want the Arrow Store variant as well. Upgrade here, upgraded Mulholland Drive. Very ambiguous movie, a bit of a head scratcher, got a lot of twists and turns, very strange one. Picked this up on 4K. Got The Running Man also, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Got these from HMV on eBay. Brand new, 2 for 30. Buy one, get one free. So Mulholland Drive was 20. Buy one, get one for £10, sorry. Buy one, get one half price. So they're £20 on their own. If you buy 2 of them, you get them for 30. So basically £15 each. I thought it was a really good price. They come with the slip covers, as you can see. Got David Lynch's Mulholland Drive, which is an absolute epic movie. You know, it's a masterpiece in some regards. Fantastic film. Very long and strange, but well worth your time. There's that one. And The Running Man, which I've never seen. I believe it's a Stephen King adaptation. Did he do the book? Possibly. Starring Schwarzenegger, which I'm quite looking forward to. And so I've got some more stuff in the post so far. That is all of my pickups for June. A couple of bits coming in the post, which I'll probably show on next month's video. I've got some unboxings coming. I've just ordered the Scream Factory 4K of Creepshow, and I got the set. I didn't get the big set with the pins and stuff, but I got one of the middle of the road set. So I got the alternative slip as well as the original slip, and the 2 posters and the sticker. So I'll show off Creepshow from Scream Factory like in a week and a half when I get it, because it's just been dispatched from the USA, so it may take a week and a half to get here. That's the additions to my collection anyway. As you can see, quite a big stack there, just in my bedroom at the minute. Thought I'd shoot the video in here, you know. There we go then. So thanks for watching. Any questions, go ahead, talk to me in the comments. That'd be fantastic. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye.